born in 1878 in Galesburg, Illinois. He died in 1967. He was a poet, a novelist, and a historian folklorist. During the Spanish-American War, he joined the 6th Illinois Infantry. In 1908, he married Lillian Steichen and had 3 daughters. Most of his poetry focused on Chicago, which is where he spent 3 years as a reporter for the Chicago Daily News. One of his most remembered stories are his Rutabaga stories and the Rutabaga Pigeons. Did I see a crucifix in your eyes, and nails and Roman soldiers, and a dust Golgotha? Did I see Mary, the changed woman, washing the feet of all men, clean as new grass when the old grass burns? Did I see moss in your eyes, lost moss, with a flutter of wings that meant we can never come again? Did I see no man's lands in your eyes, and men with lost faces, lost loves, and you among the stubs crying? Did I see you in the Red Death Jazz of War, losing moss among lost faces, speaking to the stubs who asked you to speak of songs of God and dancing bananas, northern lights, or Jesus, any hummingbird, dot, whatever, flying away from the Red Death Jazz of War? Did I see your hand make a useless gesture, trying to say with a code of 5 fingers something the tongue only stutters? Did I see a dust Golgotha? This poem is a poem about the despair, anguish, and sadness caused by war. It represents the feeling of families that have lost members to war, while also the senseless killing and pain caused by the fighting in war. John Updike was born in Reading, Pennsylvania, and spent his first years in nearby Shillington, a small town where his father was a high school science teacher. The area surrounding Reading has provided the setting for many of his stories. An only child, Updike and his parents shared a house with his grandparents for much of his childhood. When he was 13, the family moved to his mother's birthplace on an 80-acre farm near Plowville. He liked to write poems of humor and mystery. He excelled in school and served as president and co-valedictorian of his graduating class at Shillington High School. For the first 3 summers after high school, he worked as a copy boy at the Reading Eagle newspaper, eventually producing a number of feature stories for the paper. He received a tuition scholarship to Harvard University, where he majored in English. As an undergraduate, he wrote stories and drew cartoons for the Harvard Lampoon Humor magazine, serving as the magazine's president in his senior year. Before graduating, he married fellow student Mary E. Pennington. He graduated summa cum laude from Harvard in 1954, and in that same year sold a poem and a short story to the New Yorker magazine. My stick fingers lick with a snicker as, chuckling, they knuckle the keys. Light-footed, my steel feelers flicker and pluck from these key melodies. My paper can caper, abandoned is broadcast by dint of my din, and no man or band has a hand in the tones I turn on from within. At times I'm a jumble of rumbles, at others I'm light like the moon, but never my numb punk earth fumbles, misstrums me, or tries a new tone. This poem means that it doesn't matter how other people think of playing an instrument, you should always care how you think you're doing at that instrument. Shakespeare was born on April 23, 1564. His immediate family was quite wealthy. His father was a merchant and his mother was also from a high social standing. Shakespeare attended the local grammar school and studied Latin. He didn't attend university. When he was 18, he married Anne Hathaway. He had his first child 6 months after they were married. Shakespeare presented his first play in 1589. He became a professional actor when he joined an acting company in 1594. He wrote many plays during his time in the company. Shakespeare died on April 23, 1616. From you I have been absent in the spring, when proud-pied April, dressed in all his trim, hath put a spirit of youth in everything. That heavy Saturn laughed and leaped with him, yet nor the lays of birds, nor the sweet smell of different flowers in odor and in hue, could make me any summer story tell, or from their proud tap pluck them where they grow. Nor did I wonder at the lily's white, nor praise the deep vermilion in the rose. They were but sweet, but figures of delight, drawn after you, you pattern of all those. Yet seemed it winter still, and you away, and with your shadow I with these did play. In this poem, Shakespeare talks about how spring is so wonderful and peaceful, but when your loved one is not there, all of the niceness of it can be taken right away.